we've got these mental models, these schemas. And the question is, when you're about to move forward on a project, do you have a complete and validated enough schema or mental model? Do you have the knowledge to execute without having to know anything else, right? Can you do that? Like, I don't need to know any more information other than I know where my coffee is and I have my hand to pick it up. I don't need to do any research for that. Dan would suggest otherwise. He thinks I can't do that. But I'm telling you, I can do that without...
It's kind of groping around. Where's that coffee cup? How do I lift it up? Pour it on my head?
He's bore witness. So unfortunately, yes. But and that's true in a business sense. You don't always need your model might be sufficient to move forward, right? But the question is, how do you know when? How do you know if you model? Because what do you the knowns, the unknown knowns, the known unknowns, and so that's you've got all that going on for you. So I'm going to say I'm going to break making a decision down in 4 categories. And Dan, we can talk about each 4 categories to some degree. We've already spoken a bit about the first, and that's knowledge and a model. When you're about to move forward with a project or some sort of effort in your company that requires significant amount of energy, do you have sufficient knowledge to move forward without? Or are you deficient in knowledge, or is your model not accurate, right? Do you understand your goals? Do you understand the distinctions, the systems, the relationships, the project effort? Do you understand the risks, right? That's one. Second one is the size of the project, something to take in consideration. How big is the project, right? Even if you might not have enough knowledge, if the project is super small, again, I don't exactly know where my coffee cup is because it's kind of early in the morning. My eyes are fully open. I do a couple of gropes. I miss a couple of times, but I find it, spill a little bit of coffee, clean it up. No big deal. I got my coffee on time, right? So no big deal.
And this is him every morning.
This is me every morning. Again, he's observed. The next one would be your risk appetite, right? How much, what are you willing to take on? What dangers are you willing to endeavor? I am not going to jump out of a plane. There are plenty of people who will. The odds of me jumping out of a plane with a parachute, very good. But it's the severity of outcome is enough for me to say I don't want to take that risk. And really, I do want to make a distinction. Taking on the chance of something happening and the severity of that outcome. Those are 2 things. And we as humans tend to conflate those 2 very much. Being afraid to fly is, I would argue, a conflation of severity of outcome versus chance of outcome, right? So that's something you have to think about as well. And then the 4th thing, and this is Jodah's list, it's not some official universal list. The 4th thing is the scale of research in your effort. If you do decide that you need research, it could be, let me rephrase this. Scale could be 0 to whatever maximum you're capable of doing, right? No research to everything. But what is the scale? Because, again, going back to my coffee thing, if I know exactly where my coffee is, I see there's a cup of coffee in there, am I going to call Dan to do some $1,000 research to identify where my coffee is? No, because I see it, right? So it's really important that we address that notion as well.